Right. Some of you might remember, some of you might not. Some of you might see where this is going, some of you might not, but that's okay. I'll do best I can to try to explain this from my perspective, a social experiment that's already been done, okay? And it's, well, let's just run through the numbers here, right? Okay, so 120 people die in car crashes each day in the United States of America, right? Of course, the numbers vary a little bit, and of course, we have to take into consideration population increase, right? Traffic increase, all that, okay? Even though that you can't necessarily relate those numbers, but that's the case. So most fatal crashes happen between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. from November to March, right? So why is the whole car crash thing important? Well, because it leads to another thing, okay, that they don't necessarily tell you when you're searching. So this is where you have to think for yourself and research for yourself, okay? Now let's change people die in car crashes to pedestrians die in a car crash each day, okay? That might seem fucking crazy, to some of you to think about shit that way. Well, some of the shit some of you people are saying right now is pretty fucking crazy. So take this with a grain of salt and maybe learn a fucking lesson right now, okay? So about 20 people, pedestrians, die a day in car crashes. Well, they're not in a car. How can they die? Exactly, right? This is where we have to start using our brains, okay? So 2022, about 20 pedestrians die every day in car crashes, okay? Right? So what are your odds? Okay, what does that break down to? If there's 120 people that die every day, well, it winds up being anywhere between 15 to 18 to 20% of car crash fatalities are pedestrians, okay? So where does this lead to with a social experiment? Well, some of you might remember white lines matter, okay? During that social experiment, I got called a commie. I was called a traitor, got threatened to be beat up. And here's the thing. I was called a racist too. Go figure. That seems to be the new hot topic nowadays. But told you fucking commie traitors the first time around I did my social experiment, you fucking traitors will pay. Okay? Second time around, with the lines matter, and that all came about because some boy got hit in the crosswalk before school. And a bunch of women were standing around trying to coddle him and tell him he's okay, and he's just bawling his tears out. I also told you no fucking war before the Ukraine war even fucking started. And here you are, flying your fucking flags again in support of Ukraine. How many fucking billions of dollars? And you got him saying that he didn't even receive a bunch of it. It's amazing how easily manipulated some people can be. And they continue to roll with it. And continue to push the hate and the division. 8 criteria to thought reform. Let's look that up really quick. Told you motherfuckers the vax were coming, not to fucking take them. And 3/4 of the fucking US population, roughly in there, took them. Right? By Robert J. Lifton. It's very simple understanding. Okay? We have pretty much 8 bulletin points. I'm going to go over this again, and we're going to go over one more thing, and then I'm done. 8 criteria. Melee control. Control the information. Mystical manipulation. Demand for purity. Confession. Sacred science. Loading the language. Doctrine over person. Dispensing of existence. Okay? Put that to timelines. Look it up for yourself. Put it to the COVID timeline, for starters. Now you can put it to this timeline now, too. Okay? Neither side in the United States, as far as political is concerned, is innocent in any of this stupid fucking shit. Okay? We're gonna look up one more thing. Let's see. It is Title 15, 9A. Whoops, that's not an A, that's a Q. 9A. Okay, that's all we need to know. Title 15, 9A. That governs weather modification. So y'all can shut the fuck up about the contrails and the chemtrail difference. You're fucking retarded. Because even our own government has it in U.S. title codes, you dipshits. So shut your fucking mouth and quit denying it, because it's happening, and it's been happening for a long time. Leave the fucking children alone, you fucking degenerates.